We are on. And Carmen, where are we going on this beautiful Saturday fall morning?
We're going up to Greenfield, Wisconsin to check out a 1986 Fiero GT.
Nice. Yeah. I think we may have finally convinced you to come over to the good side.
To the Fiero side.
Fiero side. We could be twinsies.
Something like that.
It'll be fun. So tell me about the car.
Well, it's the owner. I think you purchased the car from him already. He reached out. See if there was some interest. There is. We talked a little bit about price, not too much, but it's all original, black. Interior seems to all be there. Just some fender repair that needs to be done. It's a 0.8 liter V6.
Yeah, and it's exactly what you were looking for, the one with the sail panels.
The one with the sail panels,
Automatic.
Versus the notchback?
Yeah, the one you don't like.
On the Fiero.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Do you consider your cross a notchback?
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's a wedge, right?
It's a wedge.
It's a wedge.
Yeah, so being a GT, then it's automatically going to have a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, it's got the sail panels, only on the GT.
It's the cool stuff from the 80s.
Yeah,
right.
It's an 80s car.
Yeah, it's an 80s car.
It's got the cool stuff, meaning it's got mat pockets in the door.
Right.
A GT makes it, it's got the power windows, power door locks, it might even have power mirrors.
And it is an automatic.
And it's an automatic, yes. It's 3-speed automatic. Probably got automatic trunk release. It would have, if it's a GT, it should have the rear window defroster. Probably has a sunroof. They were all manual. It'll be similar to my 86. It'll have the cladding along the bottom as well. And I think the only difference between ours will be mine's a notchback. Sorry.
Why are you sorry? But anyway.
Well, I'm sorry because it's like I know you hate it so much.
I didn't say I hate it. I just said I'm not much of a fan. But anyway.
It's amazing what 6 inches of plastic.
Yeah, can you imagine it? Well,
I mean, it's exactly the same car, except for that. Yeah. And it's actually just a panel.
Right.
It's an empty. Do they put a window in there?
No, there's no window.
Or is it solid? You can't see through it. I think you can see through it. You would have to because I can barely back up with the one I got.
The part that covers the trunk does not.
It does?
No.
No, I thought it did.
Right before it, there's a little window. Am I going straight?
I don't know.
No, I'm going to this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to meet. Yeah, this is the right way. I mean, we'd still get it. You got to move over a little bit. Oh, look at that. On a Carvana, somebody's buying a new Cadillac or a used Cadillac. Anyways,
back to the show.
It's on Carvana. It's probably too expensive. Wow, they're cutting down another lane. Better step on it. Selena. Anyways, yeah, back to the show. Can you quiet that thing off? That's okay. Should be good for until we get to the next exit.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Layton Avenue.
Yeah, who am I getting now? Where the fuck is this going?
It's okay.
Take the I-94 West exit.
Oh, the tunnel's closed this morning.
Continue on I-94 West for 1.5 miles.
Well, you got a lot of cutting out to do.
Yeah, I do. I might just leave it in there just for entertainment. Well, just see if it'll reroute us around.
Yeah, it's going back and going.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just go. Yeah, you're good. So, anyways, the GT. I think you're gonna. I love the GT myself. whether it's a notchback or a sail panel, but I've always thought the sail panel one looked nice. If I would have had an opportunity to, at the time, to have a GT, I would have bought a GT. But I do love my automatic 6, and I tell you, it's night and day difference when it comes to power.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the expectation is that it's a driver.
Yeah, it's a driver with no rust, very little work to be done on the inside. There's some, that's what he mentioned. There's some lining, some gaskets in the trunk.
Gaskets
The gaskets for the trunk.
Oh, okay, yeah,
it's missing or torn or something like
okay.
that.
Well, if he's talking about mechanisms, then that's a good sign. So if he's saying that's the only kind of stuff we need, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very good. So everybody, sorry that we're talking over the navigator.
Getting up here on 314.
1,000 feet, turn left onto West Howard Avenue.
And anyways, all right, guys, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
At the light, turn
Once
left
we get
onto
there, we'll
West Howard
take
Avenue.
some video and photos.
And you can see it's got a nice finish yet to it, you know.
Yeah.
It just needs a lot of tender loving care. The guy who had the car had
Saw
the
some
luggage rack, and then he
over
put
here.
he put a wing on it.
Oh, so it's
The
got
wing that he wants.
A wing that I
He
want.
wants that
You
wing.
don't have the wing, do you?
Yeah.
Can you find one for $10?
Yeah, $10.
I don't know if I can get it for $10. And I got some other stuff that goes along with this car. You can start it up. The interior and everything is really in good shape except for this bolster here, you know.
Yeah.
So, but you can find the seat covers. They're out there.
Right.
And I took the front end is good and everything is.
The lights pop up?
Oh yeah. All that goes there.
Yeah, he's calling it.
He's what?
The headlights, he's calling them junk. All that junk works.
Well, I've just been doing it for so long.
Yeah, I got 2 of these things, so I know I have my experiences now. So, and that one that I got from you, Tom, it's really coming along nice. Got the rear brakes working, put new calipers on, new brake lines.
Well, this one will need brakes down the road too. You know how you got the springs that
Ernie seems to be here. That was the.
I don't see any blemishes on
No,
there.
it was the.
Ooh, got a lot of slip.
Run. The run a little rough.
A little bit.
Yeah.
stay.
What? Yeah, just let go. Don't touch
Let
it.
come down. There you go. And if you're detailing,
Hello.
feel this here. See how this
Or no?
I'm staying out of it. So we bought the Fiero. We knew that the alternator was probably not very good. But we decided to take a chance driving home from Greenfield, Wisconsin. We made it as far as almost to Kenosha County. We're on Highway 11, way out in the country here. So called Robin and he came to the rescue. But this is the Fiero. Carmelo drove it home. He said it ran really, really well up until the battery started to drain. So there she is. She's a very pretty car, GT. The sail panels. It's got the GT wheels on it. Robin's getting us hooked up, bring it home. The guy that sold it to us told us that it probably had an alternator. He actually gave us an alternator. I had noticed that when we test drove it, it wasn't getting much over 11 and a half. Sometimes it shoot up to 12 and a half. So, but yeah, we got her until she basically ran out of juice. Hey, Robin.
What's up?
Hey, hey.
Another one of Carmelo's stories.
Yeah, so tell me about your number one customer, Robin.
Yeah, this guy, he calls me all the time, and then he doesn't call me for a long time because it was my attitude, because he's such a rotten person. Yeah, something like that. There's grease on here. But then I decided that you were in my good graces again. You know, so I figured I'd give you a call.
You mean it felt like being used again?
Yeah. Well, you know, my use and your use is different.
Right. No, I believe if you look in the dictionary, it says Robin's getting used.
At least you're not being abused, right?
That's probably better off being abused.
Oh, well,
All right, so guys, this is the 86 Fiero GT with the alternator issue. It is a V6, yeah, V6 automatic.
Hold on, it's not in
It's-
gear. Just relax, sir.
Robin, it's just like mine, except they got the GT sail panels on it.
Yeah, get that on video.
Oh yeah, get out of the way, get out of the way. Careful, Carm. Get away from that cable.
Alright, so jump in, go to neutral, and keep it to the right. We want to ride that curve all the way up.
You understood what he said, right?
To the right, to the right.
You want to keep the tire on the curb.
I didn't bring my jump bag, so hope it goes neutral.
Yeah, it's a mechanical. It's mechanical. Straighten it out, Carm. Straight, no, go this way, yeah. Right there, keep it right there. So looking okay? Yeah, you're looking good, Carm. So the car's just gonna have the last 7 or 8 miles are just gonna have to be on the back of a tow truck trailer, so not a big deal. She made most of the trip home on a non-operating alternator. God, she's pretty though. She is very pretty. All right, guys, we'll do a wrap up later this weekend. All right, hello everyone.
Hello. Hello. How's everybody doing?
All right. Well, we just suffered through a Packer loss to Detroit, but losing to Detroit is not so bad. Best team, probably the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
A loss still sucks.
Yes.
So one thing we wanted to talk about is the Fiero. They haven't Carmelo finally bought himself a nice real collector car.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Carmi has some really nice cars, so I'm glad that he has a Pontiac, so we can share the experience together.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the Pontiac you bought.
So yeah, it's been a month now, I think, right?
I think the video that we recorded when we went to go get it was 9/21. So it's
Yeah.
been a little over a month.
Yeah. Yeah, drove it around yesterday for a while. It's got some issues. We had the alternator replaced. It left us stranded when we brought it home.
Yeah. We almost made it home though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was. But you called it that we weren't sure if it was going to make it, but
Yeah, I had a feeling that,
Yeah.
that when I saw that voltmeter
yeah,
that it was right at 12 and it should be more like 13.
right,
It all really depended on the strength of the battery. So,
yeah.
you know, yeah, I mean, so we made it from Greenfield and in traffic because it was busy that day.
Yeah,
Saturday morning was busy up there. A lot of stop and go traffic,
Yeah.
and we made it all the way to Highway 11. And
yeah, you see, yeah,
so we did pretty good, but luckily we have our tow guy, right?
right,
Robin came to the rescue.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, one of these days we'll have to have Robin on the call. But Carmi got the 86 GT with the sail panels, and I know that he really likes
Yeah,
the sail panels.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of some European cars that I've had my eye on for a while, but right now they're a little too expensive.
Yeah, and it looks nice. It's as you saw in the photos and the video, but got that V6, pretty.
Yeah, which I like more than the four-cylinder. You know, like we keep on saying, at least my objective is to buy something that you can drive and do minor things to it. Like it does need it's blind in an eye. The headlights doesn't come up.
Yeah.
But then I'm not the kind of guy that drives these kinds of cars, when it's raining or at night.
Yeah,
Daytime car.
yeah, but it's still nice, especially with the short days.
Yeah.
Like I really, me and the wife, we like to go for a ride in the evening down by the lake when it's nice. I'm not gonna put the '86 Fiero away for the winter. I'm gonna leave that out. I want to drive it because winters have been a little bit more mild the last few years, and even if you get a snowstorm, these days it seems to melt in a couple of days, and the roads are clean. And we've had nice Christmases,
Yeah.
New Year's, and then February gets a little rough, but I'm gonna try to drive mine. But
Yeah.
the 80,
Me and Ed are a little different on I've got my all year round cars, and then I've got my summer cars.
Yeah.
Summer cars
I
don't see snow.
I can't
Some of them don't see rain.
I probably don't need to live in the northern climate anymore because I just can't go 6 months without playing with the cars. So I'll leave one of them out. Like the Corvette will be put away, the '84 will be put away, the Volvo will be put away.
Yeah.
The '86 Fiero, I'm gonna leave it out this year. I want to drive it. I bought what I did do, is I bought the Rocket Wash Unlimited car wash for it. So I'll just run it through a lot, make sure I keep the rust off of it.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. But anyways, getting back to Carmelo's '86. So it's a really nice car. When we test drove it, got a nice little rumble to it too.
Yeah, it's got they cut out the muffler and put a cherry bomb in it.
Glass pack.
A glass pack, yeah. Yeah, it sounds nice. And, I've always kind of liked 6, 8 cylinders.
6.
Yeah. Well,
6 and 8 cylinders. All right, I got it.
yeah. Although the Alpha has a 4-cylinder, that never came in a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, looking at over, I'd like to get some leather sheets in it if I ever find it.
Yeah, there's a guy online, Mike's Fiero upholstery or something.
Yeah.
Who does a leather seat
Yeah.
cover, but it looks factory. But
Yeah.
it's a cover.
Spoiler, need a spoiler. That luggage rack.
I think that luggage rack doesn't belong on it.
Yeah.
because I don't think the luggage rack came on a sail panel GT. I think the luggage rack with the spoiler only came on the notchback.
Yeah.
I think the sail panel GT should have the wing. I don't think I want. Yeah, which I don't think. Which is what I want. And so I think that's been changed. I'm not 100% sure, but I have. We can find out what that car came with. I had.
And so that's one of the other things I like about these Fieros is that you can just change it out. Take the trunk out and replace it with a trunk that has the fin on it already, the spoiler already on it that I want.
The only thing I have is I have this enthusiast guide for the Pontiac Fiero, and you just pull the RPO codes, which is on the inner fender
Okay.
in the front. Take a picture of it, and then you look up the RPO codes that was from the factory. It tells you exactly what should have been on the car. So then you can know if it's accurate.
Right.
Yeah. So this is a really nice book. So we'll have to do a little bit of research.
Yeah. And then another thing that I want to get to are raised white letter tires.
Yeah.
I think that came originally. I'm sure that came with it.
I think the SCs and the GTs came with it. I don't know if it was an option, but I mean, I won't do anything other than raise white letters. I bought it for my 84, and I ordered some for my 86. If they gotta have raised white letters, high in my estimation. So,
I don't know if I might do wider tires in the back because right now they're all same size. I don't know if that.
The GT came with wider tires for the time. So you have to see what the clearance will give you. It'll allow you.
Let's put wider tires in the back versus the front, is what I was thinking.
Oh,
yeah, something like that. And
that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I got on my Vet. I think the front tires are a little more narrow than the back. Yeah, I think they are a little bit. They're different size from front to back. Like you can't do a regular tire rotation on it.
Right.
Yeah. So the 86 is his 86 is really. You had mentioned you like the 6-cylinder, the 4-cylinder car, and the 6-cylinder car. Mechanically, other than the engine, they're identical, but they're not the same. They're not even close. Yeah. When I drive my 4-cylinder with the 4-speed, I think the car's a lot more fun to drive, but it has no power. I mean, you wind it out 20 miles an hour in first gear, and then you go into second gear, but going through the gears is a good time.
Yeah.
But it's a low revving, low revving. It's 5,000. I think it red lines at 5,000 RPM. I think 0 to 60 is probably like 8 or 9 seconds on anything. So the V6, my God, I mean that.
Yeah, it's for 50 horsepower.
For
the 50 more horsepower that it has, it moves.
It's good. What I'm kind of thinking about is a V6 with a 5-speed. I bet you would be amazing.
Oh,
wind out there. Yeah, I love that. And now I wish I had. The automatic is nice and comfortable when we go for a drive. It's great, but I'd like to try driving the V6 with a stick shift. But yeah, you can't even compare the two cars. It just feels completely different from a power perspective. But I have to tell you, driving, if it just came down to driving pleasure, I like the stick shift. Yeah. And that little car. Yeah. Just, driving around with the V6 for me, it's kind of like, it almost feels like a normal car.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
Feels
I was driving and it beat me up yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah, the bumps and it's definitely not, the Cutlass, it's definitely not the Jaguar. Yeah. It's definitely, you jump around in there. It's short wheelbase, really.
Yeah. The other day, I did a video on doing a lake cruise with Antonella, and the Corvette was, you feel every crank. It was right up through the kidney.
Right.
They just weren't designed for bad.
Yeah.
They were designed for cruising.
Yeah.
highways, and, you know, back roads and stuff, but not like these city streets with the cracked concrete.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just,
It's a mess.
yeah, it's just not, yeah, it's, the suspension has no tread at all. Sometimes I don't think it exists.
Sometimes it kind of feels like,
Yeah.
wow, what is going on? So what are your plans on your 86?
So that's what I mean. I've got to maybe buff out the paint. It definitely needs to be buffed out. You know, one of the sail panels is cracked, so I'll probably be replacing that. You know, like I said, the spoiler, um, leather seats if I can find them, and I think, you know, tires, of course, and see if I can get some of the, you know, maybe put 205s or maybe 215s in the back and leave the.
Didn't they come with 205s?
I think they're 195s. Let's see.
I think it should be.
Or if they're 205s, I think in the back I might want to do like 225s.
You know, we
I
should
think it'd be more than that.
Let me go to the glossary here real quick.
You can edit the stuff out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course I can.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for
They seem to be smaller. I don't know. Maybe they are. Yeah, they seem to be smaller. Maybe
Just
that's the 185s.
the one on my the ones on my 86. I feel like the ones I bought for the 84 are a little chunkier than that. Hold on, it should be on here. I just don't know where to look. I'm under pressure to perform.
I think they're 185s.
And let's see, interior drivetrain, mechanical, 86 Pontiac Fiero. Let's go to page 14.
Where did you get that?
I bought it from my Fiero club that I belong to. It is the best resource, best purchase I ever made. All right, 86 exterior details. I think you can buy it on Amazon too. I think it may actually. Okay. Tires for the 86 Fiero. Yeah, current. They came 215s, 205s, 215s, yeah. And then the base version, standard issue or 185s.
No.
And then the SE came with 215s. The SE was 215s. And the GT, you can get a 205 or a 215. So it can't be less than a 215 unless it's other wing tires.
Yeah, they don't seem to be.
Yeah, see, it was standard. Standard is 215, depending on which RPO code you got.
Okay.
It'll tell you which ones. Oh, wait a minute. The front standard is 205. The rear 215.
Oh, so they are standard.
Yeah. Standard for GT.
Yeah. Okay.
Standard 205 60s
Okay.
in the front and 215 60s in the rear. And then on mine, V6 only. So an SC with the 4-cylinder got the 1.895s. With the SC on mine, it's actually 215s all around.
Okay.
They didn't do a front to and front and rear were just
You said
215s.
something about the 60, size 60, they're a little harder to find? Is that what you said?
Well, I think I don't remember on my 84. On my 84, the only place that made the tire at the time was BF Goodrich,
Okay.
raised white leather. And let me see what the 84 is. I think the 84 was unique in a few different ways. And let me pull up the list on the 84 just for knowledge sake, right? 84 options. can't see it. I'm going blind. Yeah. 185.80, 13.
185.
Yeah. Or 215, 60, 14s. Steel belted. Okay, white. 215, 60, 14s is what they're supposed to have. That's a tough size to find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mentioned that. Yeah.
That's a tough size to find. But anyways, yeah, I think raised white letters are the way to go on those cars. It just
Yeah, anything 80.
it adds to it.
Yeah,
Like it's like having a Trans Am without raised white
Right,
letters. You just can't do it.
right.
So yeah, what else? What else? So I mean, that's kind of nice. So that's exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah,
Something you just clean up the paint and
yeah.
cosmetics.
Yeah. Did most of the, the price savings and the negotiation. Wasn't happy about the alternator. It costs a couple of pennies, but otherwise, it's fine. That's all it's going to need, as far as to make it drivable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, for what you paid for it, I think you got a good deal. You got a good deal. I mine wasn't in that price range, but it was. But I had to do a little more. I had to do a little more work. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
One thing that I was most concerned with when I bought mine was the interior,
mm.
because the dash is cracked in the corners,
Yeah,
and the seats are always torn up like a cat.
yeah.
So having those things good is the way to go. What else did I have on mine? I had some wiring issues that we had to take care of. I don't even remember. I did a lot of stuff on mine to get it going.
Yeah. Mine, right? I know it's a little rough. But it seems like it's clearing up. So I think we're okay there on that front. Although I might pull the plugs just to see how they're doing.
Good. Probably one thing you can do too is maybe put a fuel pressure gauge on it, see what the fuel pressure is like on it.
Yeah. It seems like something is it idles right, but then there's something that throws it off a little bit.
Yeah. Mine seems to idle high. Even after it warms up, it still comes down, but it's still higher. It feels higher than it should be. I'm thinking there must be a vacuum leak somewhere. So I don't know if it's a hose or if it's a intake gasket is leaking or something. It idles a little bit high. But the more I've been driving it, 93 Mobile Supreme Plus is the best gas ever, because the more I drive it, the better it gets. Even with my vet, I've only been using the Mobile Supreme Plus, the 93, and it's just the more miles I put on it, the better it gets. Yeah, I don't think you can put that, mom and pop gas station gas. Stuff that you can get for $2.50 a gallon. Probably not good for those cars, for those old cars, because gas was, when our cars were made, gas was a little bit higher.
Yeah. Well, normally, I mean, when I for the Cutlass, it's usually premium, but at Costco, and I do the same thing for the Jaguar. I hadn't put any gas in the Alpha yet, but it would probably get the same premium in Costco if it runs fine.
Yeah, I think the Costco is probably a top tier, right? Don't they guarantee?
I think so, but for now, for the
and people
use mobile.
People told me in the past that the Quick Trip top tier is supposed to be as good or the same as mobile. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Everybody has their own theory of
sure, and yeah.
Right, but welcome to the Fiero family.
Oh, thank you, awesome.
You'll find I shared it on a previous video I made. Is the Fiero community is the best car community out there. There's not a lot of big heads, not a lot of like egos. I mean, they're just it just seems to attract good people, and I'm really glad to be affiliated.
Yeah, and it seems that from that guy that we go to the Bike Hearts,
Yeah. John is good. His dad is good. Other people I met in the club.
Yeah.
Even I belong to the Northern Illinois Fiero enthusiasts. Great club. They're the ones that put together this enthusiast guy. They have an excellent website. They do a podcast every week. All they talk about is Fieros.
Yeah, it seems like their interest is in preserving these cars.
Yeah, it's all about preservation. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
And they're not fussy.
Right.
Like if you want to put a V8 in it, great.
Yeah.
You're preserving the car, right?
Yeah.
You wanna put that 3.8 liter engine in it. They're not picky about. They're not purists.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's kind of fun because you're preserving the car. You can still kind of put your own personality in the car, and you're not going to get criticized or day for it. They have a class for everything you go and show.
Right.
You go to one of their shows, they have stock and they have a little bit of custom and all different kinds of classes. So everybody's included. So yeah, it's fun. It is the most fun I've had with a car has been with that. I mean, I've had AMXs and Trans Ams and belong to all those clubs and the Fiero Club is by far the best. I'm not putting up on any of the other clubs, except I felt welcome.
Your
from
experience.
day one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other clubs are good too, but I'm just not. I guess I'm more like the guy from Vice Grip Garage. This is all you need to do to get it to work, and you're good.
Right.
You don't need to spend $1 million, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's why I kind of enjoy watching that guy's videos, is because I can relate to it a little bit. Do your own thing.
Right.
You don't have to spend $1 million, and it's because of some of the stuff that I watch on other people's YouTube that I am gonna start doing some paint projects now too.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah. I bought an air compressor.
We'll
I
have to
bought
see
a couple
how
of
that
guns.
goes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I'm pretty confident. Confidence is high, so that we can make it work. But anyways, it's a beautiful car. You guys saw the pictures. Some of the video that we did. Have some grace. We're still learning how to put some of this stuff together. We're doing all the editing ourselves. We're not jobbing it out to anybody, so it saves us some money since we don't make any money on this.
Yeah.
So
Just for edification.
yeah, there you go.
To help.
Yeah, and it's just that I enjoy it.
I don't know.
Yes, car nuts. Yeah, nuts about cars actually means we are nuts about cars, and we're lucky that we have the ability to do what we do. So we're grateful for that every day. All right. Anything else, Carmen?
No, that's about it.
Okay, folks. Thanks for watching, and looking forward to. I don't know what we're gonna do next, but I guarantee it'll be interesting.
Yeah. It'll be something.
All right.
Thanks, guys.